Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And the question for today is, does Australia have a $5 coin? And the answer, of course, is, well, sort of. I mean, it doesn't have a $5 circulating coin, and it never has, but it has produced some $5 coins over the years. And today we're going to look at one from 1994. You see it says 1994 $5 coin commemorating 100 years of the enfranchisement of women in South Australia. It's by the Royal Australian Mint, and it comes in kind of this credit card-like thing with a bubble on it with the coin inside. And you see the Queen Elizabeth II there on the back, the Raphael David McCloof portrait. And if we can get this light right, you'll actually be able to read it. And will see that at the top it says commemorating the historic achievement of Australian suffragists gaining the freedom to vote and the right to stand for public office. This is Australia's first bimetallic coin, so it's kind of very uh, interesting that they used this event for the first bimetallic coin, and I think it's a great event to use. Now, you can see that there's a little slice in here, and that's because I really want to take it out and look at it. These are brilliant uncirculated, almost in a sense a proof version, except it doesn't have the same finish as the proof version. But usually you don't take them out of the sets, and I love taking them out of sets and kind of looking at them. So here we are, and you can tell it's bimetallic. You can tell the interior is a aluminum bronze on the inside here, and on the outside it's a stainless steel ring. So I believe this would be magnetic on the outside, but I'm not going to put the magnet on it because I don't want to scratch it up. If we look at it, we can see that it's the Raphael David McCloof portrait, and we can see the RDF here right underneath. Let me see if we can blow that up. So you can see those initials right there underneath her neck. There's the necklace. There's the George IV state diadem from that portrait, the so-called third portrait. Around the outside it says Elizabeth II, Australia. Oops, there's a jump. 1994. If we tip it up, we see that it has a relatively smooth edge, but it's not really smooth. It's polygonal or polygonal, as some people say. And so it has these kind of bumps as you go around the edge. So it's not round, it's really a polygon with a bunch of different edges. When we get to the back, there we see her. And of course, that's Mary Lee, and it says 1894 Women's Enfranchisement, South Australia, 1994. So 1894 to 1994, so it's 100 years of a women's right to vote. It says $5 underneath, and there, and this just kind of, if you look here, see how it says all the stuff there? Let me tell you what it says there, because it's kind of hard to read, but she's kind of set. What they've done is they kind of put the bill that gave the Australian women the right to vote right in back of her. And so what it says is 100 Years Act of the Constitution, 1894 to 1984. I mean, yeah, 1894 to 1984. Women's Suffrage League and Political Equality. Vote women for Parliament on the same terms as man. Democracy. And then it's Mary Lee. And Mary Lee, 1821 to 1905. So when we look at it, if you get it right up there, you can actually read all of that behind her. See the 1894, see the 1994. I don't know why I said 1984, but 1994. And then women's right to vote, and goes around the inside of that. And this is just a nice coin. It's pretty heavy. It's 10.6 grams. Why is it called a $5 coin? Well, Australia has a practice of making all their coins worth some circulating amount of money. So even though this one never circulated, and you couldn't really take it out and buy anything for $5 with it, the Royal Australian Mint says we're going to put a dollar value on it anyway. And go ahead and try to buy something for $5 with this, because somebody would probably love to have it. It's worth about $10 US. So I don't know what that would be in Australian dollars, but probably 13, 14 Australian dollars to a collector. So this is a great coin, brilliant uncirculated as you can tell, and it commemorates a great great event, and that was a women's right to vote in South Australia. Now, how many did they make? Well, they made a bunch. They all came in the uncirculated coin cards like this, 250,000. So you can find these all over Australia. They're a little harder to find in the US, and they're relatively more expensive because of that. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel, and of course, we love our Australian viewers. And any comments you have, please place them in the comments section.